It's early morning. Draco's here. They're going to be pet. Yeah, he wants some petting. I don't know what it is. Oh, 7 o'clock, 7:17. My arm. I haven't got up and done anything yet. But I'll tell you, that right arm. Oh, boy. You know, I went to a client last night, and we have to lift and pull her back in her chair. You have to reach. She's 2 PSWs, this one. And we each put our arm. See, I don't know how to do it. Put our arm up underneath her arm, and then you get the stance, and you do the proper standing so your legs are proper and bent and da 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 da. Proper bottom mechanics. And then together it's 1, 2, 3, and we lift and pull. Oh my God! I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. Oh my goodness. Um, I don't know. We take proper body mechanic classes every year. But you're lifting a dead weight. Not only are you lifting a dead weight, you're working around these either wheelchairs or commode chairs. The commode chair is plastic. Her bare skin is on the plastic. And then you're pulling the dead weight up, and I don't even care if it's 2 people. You're yanking up just, I'm sorry to use the word dead weight for a person, but I can't think of what other word to use. It is just dead weight. And you're going, heave ho. Oh my gosh. It's like every time I do it, it's like you're going to feel it. Like my arm, oh, my shoulder, your everything. So, not our manager, one of our supervisors comes in, and she's nice. She doesn't get any um, different titles that I've heard of, like the other lady does in our office. But most, I don't think anybody's had a hard time with our superintendent. But so she goes in there, and the client tells us last night this arm's aching like crazy from going to those 2 wheelchair people tomorrow. Yesterday. She goes in there and she gives it a try, and she says, "Well, I can't see why the girls are having any problem." Again, if I was in a room of 20 people, one person, like, come on, can you tell me why she didn't have a problem doing it? First off, like, I can't even believe I have to go over this, because this is common sense. It's thinking, it's reasonableness. I have a lady in a wheelchair who I'm heaving up, who I'm picking up and putting her over and down into her wheelchair earlier in the day. Okay, I'm up on the bed on 2 knees. I'm grabbing this lady who cannot walk by the back of her pants. I'm pulling her up, and I'm turning her, twisting my body, turning her, sitting her down into the wheelchair. This is extremely unprofessional, but this is the way we were taught to do it, which doesn't make sense. Then I'm standing behind the wheelchair with the tall back, the headrest. I'm reaching way in down behind the chair. I'm bending, reaching in to grab her pants. Then I'm heaving up and back. I'm heaving up and back. Oh, trying to pull her back in that chair. I did that like 3 times yesterday, heaving. And then she wanted to stand. So she has a pole there. And she reaches for it. She grabs for the pole. And on 3, I grab the back of her pants, and I heave her up. Okay, I'm bending. I grab the back of her pants. She hangs on the pole. She cannot walk. And with everything I've got, it's like, heave. I mean, I got my teeth clenched together, and my, eyes pretty much squinted together, and I'm just going, oh my gosh, you feel it all through your shoulders, your back. You can bend your knees all you want. You also have a wheelchair right there. Okay, the wheelchair is right there. She's sitting in a wheelchair. Okay, you've got to get to the side of the wheelchair, grab the back of her pants, pull her up, because she wants to stand. I don't know, she wants to stretch out her body, try to get everything in place. So you stand and she hangs on the bar, and then you sit her back down in the chair, and okay, now we have to pull her back again. Now you have to get your arms back in there again, around to the back of her electric wheelchair. Reach down in on each side, grab the back of her pants, and heave ho. Oh man, you gotta just grab it. Takes everything I've got. I swear I was gonna I just felt a whole face. I felt it up into my eye. I thought I was gonna break a blood vessel in my eye. Oh, man, oh man. So anyways, I did the video yesterday. I was done. I left her. I could feel it inside. You feel it inside. No, you feel it inside. It's through your chest. I got this here blocking that light. It's too bright. You feel it in your chest. You feel it in your stomach. You feel it in your ribs. You feel it in just everywhere. Not just the muscles in the back. It's a whole thing in your head too, because you're straining and you're heaving and you're pulling and you're lifting. So you feel it all in your head in the strain, just it's everywhere through your head. It's even in your eyes after all that straining. So, and then later I have the lady who's bedridden, and her bed, it has the big hollow in the middle. Even if her bed didn't have the hollow in the middle, it would still be extremely hard. And I had her at 4 o'clock. She was two people. Rolling her is a good job. This girl was younger and she just came back to work, so she had a bit of strength. And she gave her a roll, but of course I didn't make her roll it by herself, obviously. And 2 people rolling her is hard. And trying to get her lifted and her bum lifted to get the bedpan. We each have to take a leg. You put your arm underneath her leg and you have to heave up and pull that bedpan out at the same time. She cannot roll by herself. You're pretty much rolling her, pushing her, pulling her, getting her one leg over the other, and her legs are, well, not the size of my body, but big. And very nice lady. Don't get me wrong. It's just anyways, then it's dressing her and getting her pants on her in bed, and it's not like she can just sit up. You have to pull her up. You have to get your arm under there, and you have to bend over, and you have to bring her up. And then when I was there later again, I was there by myself. So now by myself, I have to get her bum up in the air. I have to lift her legs, because she can try, but she can't get herself high enough to get that bedpan under her. And she tries, but it helps, but you have to lift her. And to get the bedpan out, the bedpan sticks to her skin. We've tried powders and stuff, put powder on the dish. Well, the skin sticks to the skin, or to the plastic. And you have to lift. You have to lift her butt. Okay, the butt's, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but the butt's wide, wide. And fleshy. There's a lot of flesh. She's also a tall lady. She's also bigger bone. She has a bigger build altogether. Besides the fact that wheelchair people are often heavier because they're not out exercising. They can't. I'm sorry. So, anyways, then once you get the bedpan out, and you have to get her pants off her. Again, she can't lift her butt up. Yeah, I'm sitting there rolling her to one side. I'm either pulling her over towards me and helping her get over far enough that she can grab that railing on the side of her bed with her hand, putting her leg up over the other one if I need to, getting the pants down a little bit on one side, go around the other side of the bed, get her rolled back and giving her a push, pushing her over, pushing against her, and bent over and pushing against her to get her far enough over or that, or else I go over and I grab the white square underneath of her, and I have to bend over top of her and pull up, and then try to get my arms around her enough that she can get over and grab the bar. And we slowly work the pants down. And